Good evening, everyone. Just turn around and look at that sun setting behind us. It's a beautiful, beautiful reflection of the fact that we live in this free country. First, to our spiritual leaders, to the ambassador, to my co-chair of the Armenian American Caucus, Frank Malone. I'm honored to join you as we remember the 104th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide. I was part of the presidential delegation that went to Armenia and to Yerevan for the 100th anniversary, along with my colleague Frank Malone and my sister, my Armenian sister, Congresswoman Anna Eshu. And it was an incredible and moving event because world leaders, some of them our adversaries, were there. But our head of state was not. And it broke my heart because our country stands for human rights. Our country stands for telling truth to power. There is no reason why we have not passed the Armenian Genocide resolution in the House of Representatives. There is no reason, there is no excuse, and it is time for us to do it. Not just to set the record straight about history, but to say to our sometimes friends in Turkey, you have to own up to the truth as well. We all have to own up to the truth. Imagine our country allowing Holocaust deniers to be able to speak. We wouldn't tolerate it. Now, I don't know how many of you know my history, but my mom was Armenian American, so I have the genocide on one side of my family. My grandfather was an Ashkenazi Jew who was taken by the Gestapo during the beginnings of World War II. My grandmother was able to extract him from jail, and the two of them then left and spent the war years in Shanghai. So I feel it in my bones and in my blood. On one hand, we recognize one, and on the other hand, we don't recognize the other. Well, it's a new day. It's a beautiful new day in Armenia with our new Prime Minister, Kanchelian. I mean, it makes me smile when I think of him. How he was able to turn a country in trouble into a shining democracy when no one was looking. When people were dancing in the street, when not one drop of blood was shed. And we were honored last week to have his spouse, Anna Arkobian, here, and we feted her in the House of Representatives. And she is a true leader in her own right. So there's reason to be optimistic and hopeful about this new democracy, and we should record it and celebrate it by passing the Armenian Genocide Resolution. So, along with the resolution that Congressman Schiff referred to that we have all signed on to, I will also be adding language in the National Defense Authorization Act, like I did last year, to state firmly our belief that the Armenian Genocide took place and that we abhor it. And I am calling on all of you to do something with me. I'm going to be leading a letter to the President of the United States, calling on him to recognize the Armenian Genocide. And I think within our diaspora, we have a secret weapon to get him to do just that. I think we all need to tweet to Kim Kardashian. Seriously, to ask her to join us in getting the president to take that action. We have much more work to do on behalf of the Armenian people. We are truly at a sweet spot in history between the United States and Armenia. And we should take full advantage of it on every imaginable level. So count all of us who are part of the Armenian American caucus in the House of Representatives, to make sure that we take full advantage of this sweet spot in the history of the Armenian and U.S. relationship, and do our level best to make sure there are more resources to promote the democracy, that we do more in terms of demining in Nagorno-Karabakh, and that we find more reasons to bring our two countries closer together.